When I think of Nelson Mandela, I think of somebody who sacrificed his life for the causes that he believed in, for his people, freedom, justice, and pretty much everything that's right in the world.
Yeah, definitely. I think of freedom and I think of courage, because it took a lot of courage to do what he did, and we're all better off because of it. Definitely.
When I think of Nelson Mandela, I think of peace and forgiveness.
I think of a person who's a leader, an activist, someone who stood up for what they believed in.
A true leader. There is nothing that can define more than that, a true leader.
What I do is serve on the board of a nonprofit children's theater that provides, theater experience for children in Arlington, and I spend hours and hours of that every year because it's a fabulous organization and it's a fabulous cause.
I think practical acts of service, like feeding people who need to be fed, sitting and talking with people, and providing a sense of dignity to someone who doesn't get noticed during the day.
I would teach kids about peace and forgiveness.
I really don't know where to begin if I had to give 67 minutes. So many causes, poverty, the youth, health services. Yeah, so pretty much I probably divide at least 20 or so minutes in all three of those areas.
If I can just be given time, if I could be given the platform to be able to first reflect on the values that Madiba stood for, his life, what he dedicated that to, rather than just the 67 minutes being an event, that this was a lifelong struggle for him. And up to today, we don't want to let go of him, because we believe this is what he stood for every day in our lives, what we live by, the motto, the values that we live by. That's what he left for us. It's a fun thing, a nice thing to do for a fellow person, just to dedicate 67 minutes of your time. But could we conceive it as a lifelong struggle?
I think we just all need to take a step. A lot of people want to make changes and, want to make the world a better place, but they're either think they're too busy or that they're going to be the only people doing it. So I think that people just need to get out there and do something, even if it's really small.
When I think of changing the world, the small steps I think we can all take is to be peaceful and loving and forgiving.
Smile at people when you talk to them. Open doors, be polite, use good manners. I think sometimes we forget that the small acts are the things that can really change a person's day.
I think it's the basics that we have lost. That I would have thought that if we could go back to a period where actually playing a role in a community, it was not always about yourself, it was about what it is that you did for the greater good. And that is what I think matters now.
If I could send him one message, I'd wish him health, and I just want to thank him for everything he's done. Even though I've never been to South Africa, what he's done is legendary, admirable, and not too many people would do what he's done if they were faced in the same situation. So, just like to extend my eternal thanks.
Just thank you. I think that he obviously knows he's appreciated, but you can't say it enough.
Our prayers are with you, and thank you for all that you've done.
Fed you well, old man.
Wonderful.
I probably want to say to Dada that, you did all you could for us. What we could do in return now, as we send our prayers for you and our well wishes for you to get well soon, is that we make the commitment that we will live by your legacy, by the values that you left for us, and that what you fought for so hard to give unto us, we will continue to honor.